12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Detroit Lions. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they can't bring him down. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You talk about this Jets defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game. Right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There have been that many turnovers or takeaways, whatever you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The Lions at 3-7 now in the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Now long on third down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And here now the punter, Fox, as he sends this one away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. Oh, what a juke into space. A huge play there on the screen pass. 47 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Let's go now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Quinnen Williams make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Now for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Ready.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Alert!
Another run for Gibbs here. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Off play action. Long. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. You talk about this Jets defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now they've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Over the middle, complete. It's Gibbs. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They're going to try and throw. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Rodgers now on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way, because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
They'll try and lay this out for Chosen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Buffalo 18. Let go.
Throwing again. Long. Got a man. It's Robbie Chosen. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
60 Bobcat. Ready.
Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
18, Pioneer.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Abanikanda. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Rodgers going to throw. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards the pickup there. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On play action. Now Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. He'll get 4 yards of the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. 21-0 our score after 1.
Let's go now.
The Lions on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Brings up second and 20 at the 30-yard line.
Looking to throw. Long. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may...
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Quinnen Williams. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Garrett Wilson, 36 yards. And the Jets are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
On the set.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here's Long to throw on 3rd down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks. Ready?
They'll try and throw for it here. He's airing it out for Williams. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 79 yards. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Straight ahead is Hall. Tackled by Emmanuel Mosley.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. They'll send the tight end in motion. On play action, Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Jets are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Ready up.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Back to throw. Long. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Hey, 88, 88, 88.
Now it's Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 3rd and 3. To throw is Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Got it. Ready?
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Long. They'll try and lay this out for Chosen. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jermaine Johnson in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going. I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They run it with Hall off the option. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll go again with Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
A give running right is Hall. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go
The
now.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Trap alert.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
And he's got some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. Well, it's kind of fitting. A couple days ago when we met with him, I said, what is it about your running game that's so effective? He said, I like to tag myself as elusive. He was pretty elusive right there.
And his teammates appreciate that because they know they don't have to hold their blocks for very long. As one of them told us, if I just breathe some bad breath on the guy in front of me, that's all I need to do, and he's gone.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Gibbs straight ahead, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
To throw is long. To throw on 2nd down. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Down. Panther Street. Panther Street.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. He's got it. So they say we'll let that completed pass stand, and we'll bring up 3rd down instead as they decline it.
So they're comfortable with the yardage. The big thing to them is what you pointed out, getting it to 3rd down and making...
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Lions 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Option play, here's Hall. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself,
there he goes right side. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Hall again. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards. Let's go. 1st down, Jets.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They'll give to Hall. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
He finds Wilson, and they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will, and he's got a 1st down to boot. Back to throw. Russo. They'll set up the screen for Hall, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, right where this set him down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Hall on a give up the middle. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. Here's 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. He gets away from him, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
56, Lions 14.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Long, off the play fake. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Okay, ready?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Long. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.